Welcome back, everyone. Today we're going to build a complete vehicle construction builder combat game in Roblox Studio using Roblox Studio MCP and the latest Claude Opus 4.8. The core concept of this project is modular vehicles. Every vehicle is split into three main parts: a chassis, a turret mounted on top, and wheels. This allows us to mix and match components dynamically inside the game. To design the chassis, I opened ChatGPT and used the prompt, "Draw for me a car shooter chassis in multiple views, no wheels, just chassis. Make it clear low poly without details, just multiple views." The AI generated a nice chassis sketch. Next, I wanted more chassis variants. I asked, "Nice, draw for me another variant with different style, like F1 for example." The AI generated a really nice Formula 1 style chassis with white and red colors. After that, I generated a military-style chassis as well. With the chassis designs finished, it was time to create wheels. I used the prompt, "Nice, now I want to make wheel, let design a wheel." The AI generated a wheel design, and then I created additional wheel styles, including Formula 1 wheels, off-road wheels, and chain wheels. Now let's talk about turrets. I needed ideas for weapon systems, so I asked, "Okay, now I need suggestions for turret styles, so I can put them on top, and a machine gun or a rocket launcher would be okay too." The AI gave me multiple turret concepts with visual references. I captured one machine gun turret concept and asked ChatGPT to create a detailed design. The result included multiple views, material suggestions, wireframe examples, and color variations. For easier modeling later, I asked for another version showing only clean multiple view drawings. Next, I created a dual rocket turret. The first version looked good, but the color was boring. After requesting a color update, the AI generated a nice blue turret with two parallel launchers. My plan was to have each barrel launch a rocket independently, later in the game. I also wanted a railgun turret inspired by military games. I provided a reference image and asked ChatGPT to generate a similar design. The AI produced a nice blue and yellow color scheme, but since the dual rocket turret was already blue, I changed the railgun turret to a red theme instead. Now that all designs were complete, it was time to turn them into actual 3D models. I opened Meshy AI and clicked Workspace to begin. For the chassis, I prepared 4 reference images and placed the main image first. I selected Standard Model Type and chose Meshy 6, which is currently the latest AI model. I enabled multiple views and uploaded the remaining chassis images. After clicking Generate and waiting a few seconds, the result was not exactly what I expected. Meshy added 4 wheel rings, even though the design images contained no wheels. I decided to keep the result anyway and fix it later inside Blender. Next, I clicked Texture to generate textures. One important thing to note is that Meshy's initial results are usually very high poly. This chassis came out at around 400,000 triangles, which is far too much for Roblox. To optimize it, I clicked Remesh. Meshy provides both fixed and adaptive options, but I usually prefer adaptive because it gives better results. After remeshing, the triangle count dropped to around 6,000 triangles, which is perfectly acceptable for Roblox. I then downloaded the model as an FBX file. Next, I opened Blender. Since Meshy had added those unwanted wheel rings, I needed to remove them manually. I imported the chassis, switched to edit mode by pressing Tab, selected any vertex on a wheel, then pressed L while pointing at it. Blender automatically selected the entire wheel mesh. I pressed X and deleted it. After repeating the same process for the remaining wheel rings, the chassis was clean. I switched back to object mode and exported the chassis as FBX. I set path mode to copy, enabled embedded textures, enabled selected objects, and set scale to 0.01. After that, I returned to Meshy and generated all the remaining vehicle parts. The F1 chassis had a small issue because Meshy generated 4 side mirrors. I removed those in Blender as well. The military chassis looked great. All wheel models were fine. All turret models were also good. Since we don't need turret bones for this project, there was no need to rig them. We can simply rotate turrets directly in Roblox Studio later. All models completed. it was time to move into Roblox Studio. I created a new project and imported the F1 chassis first. After scaling it up, I imported a wheel model and positioned it at the wheel location. Then I duplicated it 3 more times for the remaining wheels. Next, I imported the rocket turret and placed it on top of the F1 chassis. Now we had a complete vehicle assembled from individual modular parts. The next step was very important. We needed attachment points so AI could dynamically assemble vehicles later. Inside the F1 chassis model, I created a folder called Wheel Points. Inside that folder, I added an attachment named Front Left and positioned it exactly at the wheel location. I repeated this process for the remaining 3 wheels. Then I created another folder for turret attachments. Inside it, I added an attachment named Main Turret and positioned it where the turret should be mounted. I repeated the same setup process for the racing chassis and military chassis. After importing all remaining wheels and turrets, my final asset structure looked like this. A chassis folder containing every chassis type. Each chassis contained wheel points and turret point folders. A wheels folder containing all wheel variants. And a turrets folder containing every turret type. Since attachments are children of the chassis, they automatically move with the model. This setup works perfectly for dynamic assembly. With all assets ready, it was time to connect Roblox Studio with Claude Opus 4.8 using MCP. Before connecting, make sure Roblox Studio MCP is installed. Inside Claude Desktop, open Settings and go to the Developer tab. There you should see the Roblox Studio MCP server installed and enabled. If not, copy the MCP configuration from Roblox Studio AI Assistant and paste it into Claude's MCP configuration. After that, I created a new Claude project called Vehicle Combat Builder and added a game design document describing the project structure, objectives, and the 3 development phases. Once everything was prepared, I verified the Roblox Studio connection. After Claude successfully connected, we started Phase 1. For the vehicle selection interface, I opened Asset Manager and bulk imported all preview images I had captured earlier. After importing, I copied all content IDs and pasted them into Claude. Claude generated a really nice vehicle selection GUI with chassis, wheel, and turret selectors, along with a spawn vehicle button. The only issue was that I forgot to import the machine gun turret icon, so that slot appeared blank. Besides that, everything looked great. After selecting different parts and clicking Spawn, the vehicle assembled successfully using the attachment points we created earlier. This was exactly the modular system I wanted. Players could freely mix different chassis, wheels, and turrets to create completely different vehicle combinations. Phase 1 was complete, and we were ready to make the vehicles drivable. For Phase 2, Claude added a vehicle seat and basic driving controls. The vehicle could move immediately, but there were several issues. Whenever the vehicle collided with something, it would sometimes launch into the air. The wheels did not rotate properly, and the player's sitting position was much too high. I reported these problems to Claude, and asked it to improve the system. Claude updated the vehicle setup by adding motor 6D wheel rotation, improving suspension and physics behavior, and fixing the seating position. After testing again, the difference was huge. The wheels rotated correctly, the player sat properly inside the vehicle handled much better overall. Driving finally felt smooth and natural. With vehicle construction and driving complete, it was time to add combat. For Phase 3, Claude created dummy targets with HP bars and implemented the entire combat system. Turrets could rotate using mouse aiming, projectiles fired correctly, impact effects worked properly, different turrets had different fire rates, projectile types, and damage values. Everything was working surprisingly well. The only issue was that high-speed collisions could occasionally flip the vehicle vertically and leave it stuck. After reporting the issue, Claude fixed the problem. At this point, the prototype was already fun, but I wanted better visual effects. For shooting effects, I imported a free VFX pack from the toolbox. Inside each turret model, I created Fire VFX, Hit VFX, and Bullet VFX folders. I added muzzle flashes, rocket projectiles, impact explosions, and other effects into those folders, and positioned everything using attachment points. For the machine gun turret, I used a realistic muzzle flash effect.
When the shadows fall around me and the road is hard to see.
For the rocket launcher, I added custom rocket models. For impact effects, I used explosion VFX packs from the toolbox. Claude then integrated all of these effects into the combat system. Muzzle flashes looked great. Impact effects felt satisfying. Rocket projectiles looked much better. I later improved the rocket flight path because the homing behavior was too aggressive. I also added a vehicle spawn aura effect, so vehicles would appear with a much more impressive visual presentation. The game was becoming much more polished, but playing alone gets boring quickly. To solve that problem, I added enemy AI vehicles. The AI vehicles follow waypoints around the racetrack and engage the player during combat. I also added buildings and trees around the environment to make the map feel more alive. After that, I updated building colors, added floating damage numbers, created a kill counter UI, improved the crosshair colors, and added sound effects. The result is a fully playable vehicle combat builder prototype created using Roblox Studio MCP and Claude Opus 4.8. What's really impressive is how quickly we went from AI-generated concept art to 3D assets, modular vehicles, driving systems, turret combat, visual effects, enemy AI, and a complete gameplay prototype. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and let me know what features you'd like to see added next.